Hi guys, my name's Alice. This is my electric go-kart beer crate. It goes about 20 miles an hour and has about a 10-mile range. A lot of people ask me if this thing's road legal, and I'm not really sure, but the electric scooter that it's made out of was road legal. So this is the first finished version of the electric beer crate. This is one I finished about a year and a half ago. It took me about 6 months to build. It's made out of parts from B&Q, parts I bought on the internet, and some old electric scooter parts. The basic idea is to have a motor that drives one single wheel, which is connected to the steering. All the other wheels spin round like shopping trolley wheels. Here you can see the drifting action going side to side, and also some of the speed in a straighter line you can get. This thing goes pretty fast. Here are some videos of the older and newer versions mixed together. By the way, I've also made this miniature 3D printed version of the go-kart. You can win this for free just by commenting down below. Each person who comments gets one entry, and I'll reveal who won in my next video. Anyone can enter, and I'll send this anywhere around the world. Make sure to subscribe if you want to see the result of that and see more content like this. Thanks guys. So here I'm going to go through the build process. Started with a quick sketch, just some ideas, and then I bought the metal from B&Q to start the project. I hadn't done any welding in a while, so I tested out my stick welding. Some people helped me out on this one a little bit. And then the frame started to come together, you can see it here. Here are some wheels on the frame, and also the bars and the bearing that holds the fork in place. This is for the free coaster. I had to machine a bicycle freewheel to fit on this thing. I machined another part to fit the freewheel, and you can see that fits as an adapter onto the motor. 750 watt motor, it's pretty damn powerful. And there's that sprocket on there. The first drive wheel I used was from a scooter, a Blazer scooter wheel. I machined this down, made an adapter, and then fitted it onto the fork using a normal bicycle chain, mounting it to the motor. This one worked pretty well, but the gearing was wrong. I need a smaller gear on the left and a bigger one on the right. So here the crate, I just cut the inside of it out using a Dremel, and then eventually it fits over the frame quite nicely. It took a while to get this to fit correctly. And then you see it's starting to come together now. So I did the first test version in my workshop this night, and here you can see it's going a few miles an hour, holds my weight, and works pretty well. So I cleaned up all the parts, sprayed it, did a few upgrades, and now I'll show you the assembly process. So I've got these two big pillow block bearings, and they go on either side of the frame like this to make a sort of head tube like on a bike, and the forks and handlebars attached to this. Here are the forks, I've sprayed them red just like the frame, and then the big motor again. Here's the new wheel, a longboard wheel, an adapter to mount it to the motor in the same way. Has a bigger contact patch with the ground and gives you more grip, more speed and traction. I'm using a 25H chain, which is a chain off of a mini moto bike. It's a lot smaller and lets me get the gearing that I want. I've actually got a 3D printed gear on the rightmost gear there that's attached to the wheel, and that somehow managed to survive for months and months. So here I'm just putting some spacers on the forks, and I'm sliding it into the frame through those spacers. And there you can see the forks mounted in the frame. So I'm going to put the handlebars on. I've got this adapter that I'm sliding in, and this adapter allows me to adjust the height of the handlebars whenever I want. Really handy. I'm going to screw the handlebars on top, which just have a thumb trigger to accelerate, the same as an electric scooter would. And in fact, it's from an electric scooter. So next up is the electronics. On here I've got a normal switch to turn it on and off. I've got a mount for 2 batteries, and I've got a speed controller. It's just a DC motor speed controller. Here's my battery, which I've hacked together a little bit myself from old batteries. Don't try that at home. Stick that into the electrical system and it's all wired up. It's pretty simple. And then the thumb trigger on the handlebars is connected to the speed controller as well. Here I switch it on and accelerate it, and you can see the motor spinning there, see the chain, and the free wheel's actually attached to the wheel now, so the chain always spins with the motor. So next I'm going to talk about the caster wheels, or the trolley wheels. I went through many different versions and they melted pretty badly, as you can see here. So I ended up with these large industrial versions, and I took the wheel out and added a longboard wheel, which has a lot more strength and a lot more bigger contact patch with the ground. Here you can see it's mounted to a plate and it casts around, coasts around, and allows you to drift. This plate's mounted onto the back and it's got a slight angle. If you look at the bottom right, you can see the wheels are tilted backwards slightly, and that gives you some forward direction but still allows you to drift side to side. Here I'm powering up the motor, trying the steering, making sure everything fits, and it looks good, it's ready to test. Okay guys, and now we've got the best version, version 3. This one's faster, it goes further, it looks cooler, and it's got a way better seat. I'm going to show you some videos testing this thing out with me and my friends. This thing's fast, it's fun, and it's a little bit dangerous. Hope you enjoy it. Okay guys, I hope you really like this video, and if you want to see more on this go-kart and other projects I'm doing, then please subscribe and drop a comment. I'm actually making a version of this that has tank tracks. It's going to go off-road and go anywhere. So subscribe and you'll see that soon. Thanks.